One of our more popular series in counseling for finance courses are the comparison series, right? And once again, people have asked us to compare this time CMA US with CIMA from UK. So in this video, we're going to run across the differences for you guys quickly, so that if any of you guys are confused, first of all, at least I broadly can help you all separate what each of these courses are all about and what is the scope with them, and hopefully through that help you guys make a decision. So first of all, CMA US versus CIMA, what is the product all about? The CMA is, of course, as many of you all know, Certified Management Accountant. It's a US based qualification. It's well recognized globally, and it specializes in what we call management accounting. Another word is costing. So in India, we use this cost accountant quite a lot. That's the Indian version. CMA is the US version. CIMA is the global version. So that's a little bit of an introduction for CMA. The body of CMA is called IMA, Institute of Management Accounting, which is again based out of US. Coming to CIMA, CIMA full form is Certified Institute of Management Accountants. It's based out of UK. The body is also called CIMA, and once again what it is costing or management accounting. It's as good as a cost accountant, but from a global institute rather than an Indian institute. Now, what is a CMA versus a CIMA? What do you become once you pursue either of these courses? So first of all, for both, you become the same thing. You become a professional in management accounting or a cost accountant, either from the US body or from the global body. So I have said this in ample amount of videos. I'm going to say it once again. What does a management accountant do? So if you work in Google, right, and you want to start at the base level in Google, you can start and you can be a management accountant, and management accountant basically collects accounts and numbers from internal to the organization. So if I'm working in Google, I'll get data on what does an average day of Google search look like, what does an average day of Gmail look like, Google Maps look like, Google Drive look like, and I will collect that data. Based on my objective, I'll present it in a manner that helps in either figuring out, okay, we should increase our price in this region, or this is the demand has spiked for Google Drive in this particular geography, or this entire demography has opened up, or we can increase our margins. Like, this is so much I can do with my internal decisions. If I present it in the right way to my management, if they make those decisions because of me, it's going to benefit the organization a lot. So that's what I do as a CMA when I enter Google, and then I rise through the ranks. I can become a CFO because of my understanding of how to take care of the internal decision making through financial data. That's what CMA as well as CIMA, as well as our Indian cost accountants, that's what all of them do. Coming to the details of the courses, right? So first of all, eligibility. You can appear for CMA and CIMA both after 12th. What is the academic structure like? I'm going to keep it simple. CMA is split into two parts, the subjects you can see on the screen right now. So if you see, right, this covers a lot on internal financial understanding, analysis, performance understanding, a little bit about how to understand external financial statements, but it basically gives you the ability to help organization make financial decisions. CIMA is split into three levels. There's operational, management and strategic level, and the subjects are going to be similar. CMA has lesser subjects, CIMA has more. Which brings me to the next point, the duration. CMA, you can complete on an average between 6 to 9 months. CIMA can take you over 3 years based on the speed at which you go. I've very rarely seen people who take lesser than 3 years in CIMA. So that's the primary difference between the duration of it. Now coming to the scope, right? What can you do? First of all, with both you have the same kind of job profiles, the same kind of companies, the Big Four and American companies like Apple and Amazon, and consulting companies like Accenture. These kind of companies are all willing to hire CMAs and CIMAs. However, in India and overseas, at least as far as our understanding goes, our knowledge goes, we've seen more CMAs in the recent 3 years, 5 years being hired, being even recognized compared to CIMA. I remember when I had started ACCA myself, CIMA was very as unknown as ACCA. But today, luckily, ACCA has really picked up. A lot of people know about ACCA, a lot of people know about CMA, a lot of people know about CFA and CPA. But still, CIMA for companies as well as for students has not really picked up. So that's one major difference for you guys that you all should be aware about. Lastly, coming to the fee structure. CMA, you can complete in approximately 2 lakhs. You can complete the entire course, including the exam fees, registration, training, study material, everything. CIMA, I think, takes approximately 4 lakhs if I'm not wrong. Similar to again ACCA and the like. but it's definitely more expensive than CMA. Also remember guys, SEMA has a few MRAs. Again, I think with CPA Canada and CPA Australia. So if you complete SEMA, you get an advantage there. But this, I would suggest even you guys can have a look. Though that doesn't make sense to me. If you spend 3 years doing SEMA, spend another year or two pursuing CPA Canada, CPA Australia. As for information purposes, it's important that you guys know. The last most common question for most people, what is the kind of average salary we get? CMA and SEMA. At least when I talk about India, gives you the same kind of salary. It ranges between 5 to 6 to maybe a 7 lakh, depending on the company, depending on your profile, depending on your interview, depending on any other background, academic background that you might have. So with that, I hope that this gives you an in-depth understanding of the difference between CMA and SEMA. If you've missed anything, please let us know. And if this is the first time you're visiting the channel, then please do subscribe. And otherwise, thank you so much guys for always supporting us. We've crossed 50,000 subscribers in the last few days, and it just goes to show how much knowledge is required in the market out there. So I hope we are helping you guys fulfill that.